Hi everybody. So I'm doing the final touches on my collage. I glued everything down. There's a couple places I should probably add a little bit more glue to down here. And I'm doing some hand-drawn elements here, just with the pencil actually. There's a white piece of paper back here, and I have a lot of gray in here, so I went with my pencil, and I'm just gonna use my pencil here to add some shading and just some detail to these buildings back behind my scene here in the background. And then I'm going to show you guys how you can varnish the surface of your collage as a final step. So just doing a final check of some of the requirements. I love these legs. They're pretty stretched out and distorted. I also think that these wings are a little out of proportion for his body. I'm not sure that they would carry him off the ground. It's definitely dreamlike. There's parts of this that look real, maybe like the mountains in the background, but then parts that aren't, like this moon that's actually kind of a brick wall surface, or these clouds that look more like drippy yellow. I'm not sure what they are, so it's a little bit unknown. And finally, I've got a hand-drawn element here. So the last part will be doing this varnish. I'm going to grab a small brush, and I'm going to put my container of varnish in an area that's easy for me to access. This is the same stuff that we used to varnish our mural outside the school last year, and then also to make our Amaze journals. So basically what you're going to do is just dip your brush into the varnish and then wipe it off, and then start to cover the surface of your collage. And while you're doing it, it's okay if some of the varnish goes down underneath the edges of the things that you pasted on. It'll actually make it stronger this way. So you're just doing a nice even coat all the way around. Try not to go off onto the table. And this will dry clear and shiny. So your surface of your collage will be all the same sheen. It'll all be shiny. And it'll be a lot more durable this way. Less likely that things will fall off. I noticed here that this is starting to come up a little bit underneath his body. So I'm going to put a little bit of varnish under there just to make sure that it kind of works as a glue and as a shiny top coat. I'm finished now with the varnishing, and I've got it all over the surface. It's going to dry now. Some of the paper wrinkled a little bit. I don't mind how that looks, and it should dry and flatten out a little bit. I'm going to make sure that my name is on the back of this, and then I'm going to do my rubric and tape it to the back of my drawing collage on the drawing rack. So when you do this rubric, make sure that you are looking for each of the criteria. How surreal is it? If you have all of these things on here, distortion, some things that look real, hand-drawn, give yourself a 4. If you are doing like not more than one example of those things, give yourself a 3. For craftsmanship, are they cut out really precise? Did you cut out the holes in the middle of things, and then did you put them down on the paper carefully? That would be a 4. And then finally, arrangement of elements and composition. Do you have a background? Is there some sort of environment? For mine, it's kind of like the city scene with the grass in the front. So if you had something like that and you used up your whole image, like the whole background paper, that would be a 4 here. So you'd add up your 3 scores, divide by 3 categories, 3 criteria, and that's your average grade for Learning Target 4. Finally, you need to describe what exactly is out of proportion and what is distorted in your collage, just in case I can't see that when I'm grading your collage. A chance for you to explain what you consider out of proportion and distorted in your collage. Finally, what about your collage seems real and what about it seems dreamlike? And that'll be how you earn a score for our Learning Target 4. When I'm finished filling out the rubric, I'm just going to put a little tape on the back of it, tape it to the back of my collage, and then put my collage on the drying rack to be graded later. If you have some varnish at your table and class is ending, you can wipe off the brush and put the lid back on the varnish, and then put the brush in some water so it doesn't dry out.